two farmers were neighbors. Both of them had a bunch of pigs. The one said to the other, "Next week I'm going to hire a truck and I'm going to haul my pigs to the slaughterhouse." The second farmer said, "Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to walk ahead of the pigs and they will follow me right to the slaughterhouse. It's only about a mile away anyway." A debate started. The first farmer said, "No, you can't do that. Pigs are not like sheep. They're not going to follow you." Well, the second farmer said, "You wait and see. I'm going to prove it to you." He went home and for 6 weeks, he fed his pigs some peas that the pigs really liked. And when the 6 weeks were over, he put on his coveralls with big pockets. He put on a big jacket, and he filled all his pockets with peas. Then he opened the hog house and started walking, and constantly he was dropping little peas. And sure enough, the pigs were running after him to pick up those peas that they liked so much. First thing they knew it, they were right in the slaughterhouse, and the door closed behind them. They were caught. But now, what's the lesson? Do you know that Satan treats many people just like that farmer treated his pigs? He doesn't fill his pockets with peas or any other food treats. But what does he do? First of all, he makes sure they get a magazine. Some magazines are really not good. And he says to you, "Yes, it is a bit dirty, but it won't hurt you just to read it. How is that going to hurt you? That shouldn't be very damaging." Then next week he says, "There's a very good film." He uses a friend to tell you about that. And he says, "You must see it. You can't miss it. It's too good to miss." It's really not for everybody. It's X-rated, but, everybody sees it, so it won't hurt if I see it too. Next thing you know, a friend comes along and said, "Have you ever tried a cigarette?" "No, I never have." "Listen, you don't have to start being smoking. All you have to do is just try one or two just for the fun of it. And you go ahead and you do it." Sure enough, a week later, you get an invitation to a dance. Everybody's coming. All the young people are coming to the dance. We're going to have a real great time. And while you're at the dance, somebody says, "Only sissies don't take a drink." It won't hurt you to take a little drink of alcohol. Just a couple of gulps and so forth. And then down the line, there's somebody else. He looks a little bit suspicious, but he says, "I've got something free for you." And what is it? He offers you drugs, the kind of drugs you once take. You always want them. Yes, they're very, very addictive, and people are willing to pay very high prices for them. And so what does the devil do? He just places one thing after another in your path, and what you do, you keep on following, and keep on following, and keep on following, and finally the demons run to the devil, and they say, "Devil, I got both a boy and a girl." Yeah, and both of those fools are now they're now deceived, and they are now in our hold. You know, the devil is a deceiver. He's a liar, and he is seeking to destroy very many young people. You have to be careful. Once you die, the doom is set. You can never change what you want to do. There are two roads, the narrow road and the wide road. and the wide road leads to destruction. And it's meant for the devil. But many people join him. They think it's a lot of fun on that road. But it's only for a very short time. And then it is followed by very much grief. I would say be very careful. The Bible says, it's appointed unto man once to die, and after that, the judgment. After that, it's too late. Don't risk it. It's not worth it. But don't let the devil blind you and deceive you in any way. Get away from him and go seek the Lord. He will give you true peace, true happiness, and true joy that you will get nowhere else.